Ooh.
Wow. Excuse me if I sound sort of odd, but I wasn't sure we'd make it to the time machine mission control. It's impressive, huh? This is Professor Sparks' most important work to date, the time machine extraordinaire. The professor created it so he could witness the invention of anything you can think of. Just go back in time and observe. He would never meddle, not like Polly. When he finds out what she's been up to, I wouldn't be surprised if she's in for some serious time out. Now we need to figure out where we have to go in history to complete this mission. That odd-looking machine will help with that task. It's called the Wheel of Invention, and by using Polly's mission clues, we can figure out which inventor we need to find. The professor tried to ensure that not just anybody could use the time machine. You need to know something about history, science, art, a little bit of everything, really. So click on the wheel and let's get going.
Okay, if I remember correctly, it's called POLLYWOOD squares, and I definitely know that Jacques Cousteau is the one who invented scuba diving.
We finally made it! This is where we bring everything together and figure out how to find the robot that Polly sent back in time. This is the professor's Wheel of Invention. It's an obstacle to the time machine. You see, some of the robots kept wanting to travel back in time to taunt the early computers, but you can't have that. So the professor devised a little quiz that's too difficult for the robots. But hopefully it's not too difficult for you.
Funniest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, brother. Polly's reprogrammed the wheel so it's no longer just a quiz. It's a quiz show. It seems the show's called POLLYWOOD Squares. You're the first contestant.
This is how you play. Answer 3 questions for each of the clues you collected. You'll find out what, when, where, and who. All the information you need to create a profile of your mission.
Once the game begins, you gotta work fast and try to answer each question on the first try. That way you'll win the time key faster and win the most points. Ready, set, okay, let's begin. Just click the on button to start.
You guys, how do you punish your child for fucking up history? Like, a nice long timeout. I think she needs more than a timeout.
Welcome to a special edition of POLLYWOOD Squares. What's so special about it? Well, in addition to sending you back in time to rescue Flip, the high-diving robot, we're also giving away a new car! Just kidding. Your first clue is a pair of water skis. The skis will help explain what your mission is all about. Water skiing was invented by an avid skier who hated to give it up in summer, just because the snow had melted. What kind of boat pulls a person wearing water skis?
Motorboat.
Correctamundo! Motorboats have the power to pull water skiers across the surface of the water. Most motorboats run on gasoline. What kind of boats travel on nuclear power?
Submarines?
You bet! Nuclear subs are so powerful they can travel all around the world without surfacing. Submarines are sometimes used for undersea exploration. What else is used for deep sea exploration?
Scuba?
Scuba dooba! You are correct. Scuba stands for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Oh.
It's the subject of your mission.
Cool. We get to travel back to the invention of scuba gear. Better pack a bathing suit.
Your second clue is a camera. In a flash, it will show you who invented scuba gear. Getting your picture taken by the first cameras was a slow process. You had to sit motionless for up to 10 minutes with your head in a clamp so your picture wouldn't blur. Cameras work by allowing light to strike the film. Which part of the camera opens to let the light...
Lens, right?
No.
Oh shit, it's the shutter.
Smile.
Wow.
You got that right. When you take a picture, the shutter opens to let in the light.
I fucking hate myself.
Which part of your body is most like a camera shutter?
Eyelids.
Aye, aye, matey. Like a camera shutter, your eyelids open when you want to see something and close when you don't. Eyelids also help to protect your eyes. Which explorer wore goggles to protect his eyes? I'm impressed. Jacques Cousteau is an undersea explorer. He needed goggles to protect his eyes from the seawater. Cousteau loved undersea exploration so much, he invented scuba gear to make it easier to do.
Whoa, I hope Jacques Cousteau doesn't flip his lid when he meets up with Polly's robot Flip. But now at least we know who in history we have to find.
That was so embarrassing. I can't believe I fucked up.
Your third clue is an octopus. The octopus will show you when your mission takes place. The blue-ringed octopus puts poison in her own eggs to keep predators from eating them. The blue-ringed octopus is native to Australia. What other animal lives only in Australia?
Kangaroo.
Jump up and shout! That's right! Kangaroos are one of the famous pouched animals that live in Australia. Kangaroos jump because they don't know how to run. Which of the following could help you jump as far as a kangaroo?
Trampoline.
Fabulous! Trampolines are springboards used for jumping and for doing acrobatics. The trampoline was invented over 5 decades ago. What's the earliest year you could have used a trampoline?
50, so 46?
Could you be any smarter? Good work! In 1946, the trampoline was celebrating its 10th birthday. 1946 was also a good year for underwater divers. That was the year Jacques Cousteau invented the scuba.
All right, we're doing great. All we need now is where scuba was invented. And that's where we'll find Flip.
Your fourth clue is a drinking straw. The drinking straw will show you where scuba gear was invented. If you hold a glass to take a drink, your hand warms it up. The drinking straw lets you drink without picking up the glass. And that keeps your drink nice and cold. A drinking straw is most similar to which of the following?
Snorkel.
Excellent! You take in liquids through a straw, and you take in air through a snorkel. Snorkels are tubes that you breathe through when you swim on the surface of the water. The first snorkels were hoses that supplied air to German submarines. What were German submarines called?
U-boats.
You got that right! The U of U-boats stands for underwater. The Germans used U-boats 50 years ago during World War II. Which country is closest to Germany on the map?
France.
Oui. Germany and France are both countries on the continent of Europe. It was in beautiful France that Jacques Cousteau invented the scuba gear.
Well, that's it. We know that Jacques Cousteau invented scuba in 1946 in France. Put on your flippers. We've got a long way to swim to find Flip the robot.
I'm ready. Here we go, guys.
Wow! I never thought I'd see the inside of this thing. Pretty cool, huh? The professor made it clear this time machine was off limits to anyone but him. But with Polly about to send the world out of control, I think the professor would understand. That looks like our window into the past. Look, all the information you found at the wheel is now neatly in place up there. I guess the time key did that. This lever looks important. Click on me if you think I should pull it. Start things up.
I like the smile.
Click on me to get us started.
I like the smile on his face. Click on me if you think I should push it or pull it, whatever.
Bon voyage! We're off to France to watch Jacques Cousteau invent scuba gear. Don't forget your suntan lotion. Has Polly gone off the deep end? She's programmed Flip to trick Jacques Cousteau into jumping off a high diving board. Oh my, quel dommage. As if we needed proof that scuba gear isn't tested for 10 meters above sea level. Hit the recall button and let's see if we can reverse the situation. Much better. Au revoir, Jacques. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home. Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest.
There we go.
This is where the professor stores all his time-traveling robots. I call it the Robot Roost. Believe you me, these guys have been around the block a few times. The problem is, we have to get them all back from the different places and times that Polly sent them. Right now, though, it's 1 down and 24 to go.
Oh.
You gotta start somewhere. Just let me store this robot for safekeeping. A long rest is sorely needed. Polly sent plenty more back in time, so let's start another mission. Well, good for you, Snotley. You rescued another one of your little friends. How sweet. But there are more where that one came from. I just hope you can rescue them in time.
In time for what?
No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. Click on the inventory to start a mission.
Okay, there's only one reason why I'm clicking on it, and it's because afterwards it shows reasons of like, hold on.
All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on any of the buttons near the bottom of the transquizzer.
Okay, so we did this one.
Think of each one of those glowing buttons as representing a poor, lost, and scared robot. We can't go back to an old mission when there's so much at stake.
So, scuba diving was invented so undersea explorers don't have to be attached to their ships. All right, and with that, I thank you for joining me today. I will continue to do this, as well as post up Harry Potter and Desperate Housewives, and possibly a Sims too. But anyways, it was so great to do this. I'm so glad that this is working so far, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.